What's poppin', people? This is SadeWolf94. I have an expanded match here with my ever-trusting Gengar and Mimikyu GX deck. This deck has been my #1 most successful deck in expanded, even though it's basically an auto loss against all of the Turbo Darkness deck, pretty much any Darkness deck, anything running Darkrai GX even, just Darkrai GX or Darkrai X. But even so, it's just so good, man. When you get the lock and when your opponent can't do much, it's quite powerful. I really think that I've done really well polishing the list. I haven't changed it. The list you guys have seen since the deck profile, it's the same list. I've been whooping everybody's ass, and it's quite good. Against anything non-dark, it's got pretty fair game. Alright, so it seems we're going to be playing first, and lo and behold, I'm going to prove to you once again how great this deck is. Tabulele GX, we're going to get one of our many Bridgettes, set up my bench. This deck is all about consistency, getting that vileplume as soon as you can, as soon as possible. And even if we can't get it, like, of course, this turn, I can use the GX attack. So basically, all the time, my opponent will always have at best one turn to use trainers. Whether they play second or first, if everything goes according to plan, they only get one turn. As long as you don't brick the occasional brick, you don't see an energy and just something goes wrong, between Gengar's GX attack and the speed of which this deck is designed to get Vileplume out, you will have your item lock, and it will be very good. So my opponent seems to be playing some sort of fighting deck. These decks are still pretty good. Buzzwole GX is definitely not a useless Pokemon. It's quite good still. You got the right list as well. It's just a solid deck, reliable, simple deck. Good coverage around the board, hitting those darkness Pokemon that we're weak to. The fighting Pokemon can hit them for weakness, and good HP, good little tricks with the B-String and Sledgehammer. Buzzwole's still good. Okay, so my opponent, this is what he did. Played down the Buzzwole GX, attached an energy, and got another one with Max Elixir or something. And what we're going to do here is attach the Floatstone, and I think I'm going to have to go with, well, Chorus, I guess, not Juniper. I might need the other stuff. We don't got to discard Vileplume just yet, and it paid off. I managed to get my Rare Candy and Vileplume in hand. Very good. And let us get, either whatever I get with the Trainer's Mill here, it's not going to be very significant. So let's just get another candy. I guess I could have grabbed the Ultra Ball and just used it since we're searching in Emolga here. Discard the Skylar or something, but doesn't really matter. So let's get the Vileplume out. Already attached the second Psychic Energy on the Gengar, and now we have a few options. I can just go with a poltergeist and hope I get a knockout, or just go horror house. And you know what, I decided to risk it. Only one item in hand, so even with the weakness, I'm not doing quite enough to knock out my opponent's Pokemon. But it's just the thing, I don't want to give him so many cards, let him draw so many cards to spend my GX attack and only get one prize on this Buzzwole. So kind of paid off, you could say. I'm still going to be able to make my attack, get the knockout. My opponent doesn't have much going on. So let's use Emolga again. Seems I don't have any more in the deck. And go with the Juniper, I suppose. Now is a good time. Start seeing some other things. See one of my stadiums. This is good. Get rid of your own stadium. I don't need you searching any more Pokemon. And Poltergeist. It's gonna be enough for me to get the knockout. My opponent has two trainers in hand now. Another stadium. Another Brooklet Heal. So he's going to be able to get rid of my stadium just immediately as soon as I got rid of his. And we get the other Altar of the Moon from the prizes. So it's just going to be stadium after stadium interchange. So that's what he does immediately. Simple play. Get rid of the Altar of the Moon. And going to play an N. Wow, that's going to mess up my hand, isn't it? And I made a little bit of a blunder, you could say, because, I guess Even if I used the GX attack, it wasn't going to make much of a difference. But now, this Buzzwole GX is built up with 3 fighting energies and the choice band. If he uses the GX attack, he can just do just about enough. Well, yeah, thanks to the choice band and the Diancie. Get a one-hit knockout on my Gengar there. So that can suck. That sucked. I'm not gonna lie, but since my opponent drew so many prizes, and between the weakness of Buzzwole GX2, that's one of the benefits we have, I guess. I can use Poltergeist, and I'm more than likely gonna get the knockout here. So 3 cards, 3 trainers, just barely. I mean, if it wasn't for the weakness, Buzzwole wasn't gonna die. And I managed to retaliate successfully. Very good. So I'm at 3 prizes, he's at 3 prizes, but I have control of the game here, I would say. He also used his GX attack, so this makes Lycanroc GX even more harmless now. His regular attack it's not going to do anything on Gengar. It attaches the strong energy, but you can't use your GX attack. So all he can do is pull something. Thankfully, we do have the Guzma in hand, so I'll be able to counter his play if he decides to get somebody stuck. Alright, right. And what would you pull? Normally the best thing to pull would be Vileplume, but since that has a float stone, then I guess he's gonna go with one of the one prize Pokemon. He decided to go with Tapu Lele GX. Okay. And another N. Damn, it's gonna mess up my plan again. I really wanted that Guzma. Damn it. If we still see an energy, we can still just retreat the old-fashioned way. I mean, it's not like I have any other attackers besides Tapu Lele and Gengar, so we could afford it, I suppose. Thing is, though, is that my opponent doesn't have much of a hand going as well, so I probably won't be getting a one-hit knockout. He did use the Abyssal, whatever the hell the ability is, Octillery basically, and drew a few cards. It's probably going to work out in my favor, to be honest, because, you know, with the item lock, more than likely the stuff you're drawing is stuff you can't use, so you're just going to fuel my own attack. And let's use the Brigitte, get out of the way. Get another Oddish, I guess, why not, so that I don't draw them. And let's use Horror House. You know what, now's a good opportunity. Just use the GX attack and make sure you draw the stuff. You're not going to be able to do anything, play any of those cards. He can still retreat, but it's going to lose all the energies from Lycanroc. So yeah, he's not in a pretty situation no matter what he does. I basically have full control of the game. He decided to indeed retreat, losing all of his energies there, saving the Lycanroc, but that's not going to do anything. Once I KO this, I mean, I can use Guzma anyway, but even if I just KO'd the Rockruff, it means his B-String is dead, and this deck just doesn't have any other way to accelerate energy. He can't use Max Elixirs thanks to the item lock, so I basically just have this game locked out. He can't do anything. It would have been in his best interest to just, I don't know, I mean, even it's just, yeah, he retreated. If he didn't retreat, he was going to lose. If he lose the energies, if he did retreat, it sucks. So like I've said, he's just not in a very good position at all. Whatever he does, I basically have this game in my hands, really. So Lycanroc dies, and my opponent can't do anything else. He's just going to attach a strong energy and use Lycanroc GX once again. That Bloodthirsty Eyes. Get that Tapu Lele in the active position, but I mean, you're not going to KO me. I can just retreat, so I guess he's going to make one final attack, do a little bit of damage. The only thing he could do, I guess, is just try and mess up his own hand so that I can't just attack with Poltergeist, but didn't do it, couldn't do it. So all of these trainers there, and I'm going to hit you for 400 damage. Yep. And it is an easy victory. Well, not completely easy. He did get one big knockout, but nonetheless, a victory for Gengar and Mimikyu GX Vileplume. Very nice match. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys subscribe and leave a like and share this video with your friends. I'll certainly have more matches and more Gengar action as always. I really enjoy using this deck, and it's very good for me. Managed to complete the challenge just immediately, straight up 1000 damage. But thank you guys for watching as always. Subscribe, share, and I'll see you guys on the next one. We'll see.